Costco has a shoe section. You've walked past it. Maybe you've stopped, looked, and kept walking because it didn't seem like the right place to take seriously. 9 shoes on those shelves are quietly outperforming brands you've been paying $150, $200, $250 for. Same construction, same materials, a fraction of the price. Not because Costco got lucky, because the brands sitting on those shelves are the same brands charging you full price everywhere else. And Costco's markup caps at 15%. These are the 9 Costco women's shoes secretly better than $200 designer brands. If you want to know which premium shoe brands are actually worth the full price, subscribe. We rank them every single week. Number 9. The Skechers Gow Walk slip-on sneaker. Costco price, approximately $25. Skechers retail, $65 to $75. Same shoe, same model, same memory foam insole, same lightweight mesh upper. The only thing that changes is the building you buy it in. The Gow Walk has been one of the best-selling walking shoes for women over 40 for good reason. The memory foam midsole is not a marketing claim. It is a specific density foam that absorbs impact at the heel and distributes pressure evenly across the forefoot. Footwear specialists consistently rate the Gow Walk's cushioning system above brands charging 3 times the price. The outsole uses a high-rebound rubber compound that grips on wet and dry surfaces. Construction is cemented, which is standard for athletic footwear, and at $25, it doesn't need to be anything else. When it wears out, you replace it, and you've still spent less than the designer equivalent cost once. The $65 you pay at a Skechers store covers storefront leases, seasonal display campaigns, and the cost of managing unsold inventory. The shoe is identical. Costco's structure passes the difference directly to you. The pair you grabbed before a vacation and wore every single day because nothing else you packed came close. $25. The shoe you told every woman at the airport about. They didn't believe you until you showed them the receipt. Number 8. The Dr. Scholl's original leather sandal. Costco price, approximately $20. At department stores and on the brand's website, the same sandal runs $50 to $60. Dr. Scholl's has been building the original sandal since 1958. The design has not changed because the design works. Solid basewood footbed shaped to mirror the natural contour of the foot. Natural leather upper, stitched to the footbed with a single toe post. No glue holds the sole together. No cement holds the strap. The footbed's toe grip, the subtle ridge your toes curl around as you walk, activates the muscles of the lower leg with each step. Specialists in foot biomechanics have noted this mechanism for decades. It is not a wellness trend. It is a functional design that existed before wellness became a marketing category. The Birkenstock Arizona sandal retails for $100 to $120. It uses a cork latex footbed built on the same contoured philosophy. At $20 for a Dr. Scholl's versus $110 for a Birkenstock, you are buying the same biomechanical concept at a price that would make even the most committed Birkenstock loyalist pause. The sandal you rediscovered because your daughter borrowed them and came back saying they were the most comfortable thing she'd ever worn. They were $20. They felt like $100. Because they are. Number 7. The Clarks Cloudstepper Mule. Costco price, approximately $35. Clarks retail, $85 to $100. Clarks has been building comfort footwear since 1825. That is not a brand story. That is 200 years of understanding how a foot moves through a shoe. The Cloudstepper uses an ortholite footbed, an open-cell foam designed to cushion and breathe simultaneously. Open-cell foam allows air to circulate, which reduces moisture buildup during extended wear. Closed-cell foam, the cheaper option used by most fashion brands at double the price, traps heat and degrades within months. The Cloudstepper's fabric upper doesn't stiffen in cold weather or crack along the toe box, the way synthetic leather does after 2 seasons. Echo charges $130 to $160 for a comparable slip-on mule built on a comfort footbed. Footwear specialists who compare comfort categories in real-world conditions consistently place Clarks in the same bracket as Echo for wearability. The construction is not inferior. The price at Costco is roughly a quarter of what Echo charges. At $35, you're getting 200 years of foot comfort knowledge for less than most fashion brands charge for a flat that gives you blisters by noon. The mule you bought to wear around the house that became your go-to for grocery runs, travel days, and everything in between, $35. You told yourself it was temporary. 3 years later, it is still the first thing by the door. Number 6, the Lifestride Suki loafer. Costco price, approximately $28. At department stores, comparable Lifestride styles run $60 to $80. The Suki is a clean silhouette, almond toe, low block heel, slip-on construction. It sits in a category dominated by Sam Edelman, Franco Sardo, and Mark Fisher, all of which charge $70 to $120 for functionally equivalent builds. At $28, this is the most honest shoe on this list. The upper is faux leather. That is worth naming directly. At this price, full-grain leather is not the expectation, and it is not what you are getting. What you are getting is a flexible insole with mild arch support, a rubber outsole with genuine grip, and a loafer wide enough in the toe box to fit a real foot without compression. That last detail is something a $90 Mark Fisher loafer does not consistently deliver. The styling works for a desk job and a weekend errand. When it wears out in 18 months, you have not spent the money you would have spent once on a Sam Edelman that wears out in the same time frame. At $28, the math is simply different. The loafer you grabbed for a work trip because your expensive ones were giving you blisters. You wore these every day of the trip. The expensive ones have barely moved since. Number 5, the Beezy's Comfort Sneaker. Costco price, approximately $30. Beezy's retail, $65 to $80. Beezy's is a Wolverine worldwide brand engineered specifically for women's foot comfort. The construction uses a cloud cushion system, a memory foam footbed paired with a lightweight EVA midsole that delivers measurable cushioning at heel strike. The upper is a stretch knit with no lace system, which means no pressure points across the top of the foot. For women with bunions, wide feet, or any sensitivity across the forefoot that matters more than the brand name on the tongue. Premium comfort sneakers from heritage athletic brands charge $120 to $160 for casual lifestyle styles. The engineering in those shoes is genuinely superior for high-impact use. But for a full day of errands, low-impact walking, or casual activity, the gap between a 30 BZs and a 140 lifestyle sneaker is not $110 worth of performance. It is branding, distribution, and marketing costs spread across the retail price. The cushioning technology inside the BZs is not a lesser version of that. It is a different product doing the same job at $30. The sneaker you bought because your feet were done and you needed something immediately. You expected nothing. You wore them for 4 hours at the mall and realized you'd been overpaying for that same feeling for years. Number 4, the Foam Sherpalign booty. Costco price, approximately $22. The UGG Classic Mini Boot retails for $140 to $160. The construction difference between them is real and worth naming honestly. UGG uses genuine sheepskin. Foams uses a synthetic Sherpa lining. That is not the same material. But at $22 versus $150, the question is not which one is better. The question is whether genuine sheepskin is worth $128 more for indoor and casual wear. For most women, in most situations, it is not. The Foam's booty uses a memory foam insole under the Sherpa lining. The outsole is molded rubber with enough tread for a car park, a quick errand, and a cold morning outside. The microfiber upper holds its shape through a full season of regular use. Shoe care specialists note that microfiber requires less maintenance than genuine suede and performs comparably for casual low-impact use. UGG's own materials have shifted. What was once consistently genuine sheepskin across the line now requires label reading at every price point to confirm what you are actually buying. At $150 for a classic mini that may not be the same construction it was 10 years ago, the value calculation has changed considerably. At $22 for a deer foams booty, nothing has changed. It is warm, it is comfortable, and it does not ask you to spend $150 to find that out. The booty you packed as a backup for a winter trip, the one that is now the first thing you reach for from October through March. Number 3. The Vionic Support Sandal. Costco price, approximately $50. Vionic retail, $100 to $130. This is the most important item on this list to understand clearly. Vionic is not a fashion brand. It is a biomechanical footwear brand. The technology inside a Vionic sandal, the contoured orthotic footbed, the heel cup, the arch support built into the base of the shoe, was developed specifically to address how a woman's foot behaves during a full day of standing and walking. A significant portion of the women's sandal market, from fast fashion to Stuart Weitzman at the premium end, delivers flat footbeds with no structural support. At price points from $60 to $400, you are buying aesthetics. You are not buying biomechanics. Vionic builds the support into the foundation of the shoe itself. It is not a removable insole. It is structural. Foot specialists who work with patients dealing with plantar fasciitis, chronic arch pain, and overpronation recommend Vionic by name, not because of any commercial arrangement, because the engineering holds up under clinical scrutiny. At $100 to $130 retail, a Vionic sandal is already one of the strongest value propositions in women's footwear. At $50 at Costco, it is something close to unreasonable. You are getting podiatrist-recommended orthotic support in a sandal for less than most fashion brands charge for a flat that offers nothing. The sandal that replaced every aftermarket insole you've been stuffing into shoes for the past 10 years, $50. The thing you wish someone had told you about sooner. Number 2. The Clarks Leather Ankle Boot. Costco price, approximately $45 to $55. Clarks retail, $110 to $140. This is where the value calculation becomes genuinely difficult to argue with. Clarks produces leather ankle boots in its core collection, using full-grain leather uppers. Not corrected grain, not bonded leather, not faux leather, full grain. The highest grade available, leather that has not been sanded or treated to cover imperfections. Leather that breathes, develops character, and responds to conditioning. At $45 to $55 at Costco, a full-grain leather boot from a brand with 200 years of footwear knowledge is not an accident. It is Costco's markup cap applied to a genuinely well-made product. At $130 in a Clarks retail store, the same boot costs $80 more. That $80 covers the store lease, the seasonal window display, the staff, and the returns on boots that didn't sell. None of it improves the boot. Comparable ankle boots from Vince Camuto and Franco Sardo retail for $120 to $180. In most cases, those boots use corrected grain leather, a lower grade hide treated to look uniform. At $150 for corrected grain versus $50 for full grain at Costco, the construction runs in exactly the opposite direction of the price. The boot you almost didn't pick up because it was in a warehouse, the one that turned out to be the best leather boot you've owned in a decade, $50. The one you went back for in 2 more colors. Number 1, the Vionic Ankle Boot. Costco price, approximately $65. Vionic retail, $150 to $200. And this is where the math becomes genuinely absurd. A Vionic ankle boot takes everything the brand does in orthotic engineering and puts it inside a structured leather upper with a block heel rated for all-day wear and a rubber outsole with real grip. The footbed is the same technology as the sandal, contoured arch support, heel stabilization, forefoot cushioning, now enclosed in a boot built for every season and every situation. Dansko ankle boots retail for $150 to $200 and have been recommended by women who spend full days on their feet for decades. The rocker sole design reduces forefoot fatigue in a way that biomechanics specialists have validated consistently. The engineering is real, but at $65, a Vionic ankle boot from Costco delivers comparable orthotic benefit with a more versatile aesthetic at less than half the Dansko price. Foot specialists working across construction categories note that the Vionic footbed's arch support geometry is among the most clinically precise available at any price point. At Costco's price, it is not in a price range. It is in a category of its own. At $175 retail, the Vionic ankle boot is already the strongest value proposition in supportive women's footwear. At $65 at Costco, it is the kind of thing that makes you put down whatever you were carrying and just pick up the boot. The boot your foot specialist told you needed. The one you found at Costco for $65 when you were already reconciled to spending $175. The one you went back and bought in every color they had left. If you want to know which premium shoe brands are actually worth paying full price for, that video is on your screen right now.